Yo, right now you're listening to Nothing Major, Nothing Mad, just a Nothing But Music podcast. We got myself, Benzo, in the building. I'm with my brother H.
What are you saying?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, I've been alright, man. I've been alright. Can't lie. I've been gassed recently. The reception from the last episode was great. So thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for everyone who tuned in, for everyone for your support. If you shared it, if you listened, thank you very much. Like, it's crazy to see that we've had listeners from all over the UK, but from countries like Spain, Pakistan, Turkey.
So I must have said Pakistan, Turkey.
Yeah, man. Come on, international. America, Canada. So yeah, man, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Obviously, we're gonna come back consistent. This isn't the last you're gonna see of us. It's only the second time. We're gonna be here to at least the 1,000th time. You get me?
Come on.
We're back.
What do you want to talk about this week, man?
Well, today we're going to talk about cancel culture. Now, this has been a prominent thing in the industry recently. So, with artists, with off the court problems, and people cancelling them for them problems, and we're just gonna think, are we taking this too seriously? Are people just doing it because everyone else is doing it? Is it genuine? And when is the right time to cancel our artist? If it even is the right time to cancel an artist. So what do you think about that, H?
I mean, it's a difficult topic because obviously, like, different people have very, very different reactions to, to whatever an artist might have done, right or wrong. Like, people are going to take it in very different ways, and, everything is subjective, right? So, like, an artist might have done something wrong. Some people might think, all right, cancel him, get him out. I'm not listening to him anymore. Some people might think, allow it. Like, that's, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that deep in it. But I don't know, man. Like, I think you should separate the art from the artist. Like, the art should be separate from the person making it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. So to play devil's advocate, I hate that saying, but to play devil's advocate, what do you think about, for example, I'm a singer, I'm doing my thing, and then, bow, I get hit with a rape allegation. What are you saying? You're not listening to man no more.
I mean, that's a mad thing, innit? That is a mad thing. Like, an art charge is always that's a mad thing, innit? But
yeah.
The thing with that is, yeah, cool. I might dislike you as a person. I might dislike what you've done, but I can't ignore your catalogue of music. I can't do that. Like, if you're an amazing artist, I have to look at your music separate from you as a person. You might have done despicable things, but you'd still made art, and that should be reviewed completely unbiasedly, and it should be looked at.
It's true. Because when I see, like, cancel culture, I'm thinking, okay, cool. And a lot of the time, it's for things like, my man got robbed. And it's about gang stuff. I can't listen to him no more. And I'm thinking that's backwards. And it's like, as I said, it's the art thing. If you're in it, if you're a consumer and you're in it for the art, then that's all it should be. And I think when you're clouding, if you listen to music with all those agendas, you're just gonna start hating a lot of guys.
Yeah.
You might hate a guy because he has cold milk in the morning instead of hot milk. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna get some foolishness. But I think because of social media, you see too much of an artist's life.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you're seeing an artist, like, so you might snap something or something dodgy, you're just looking at an artist too much. Where I think back in the day, you only time you would hear something bad about the artist was on the news. You wouldn't really hear something bad about on the blogs and that.
Yeah.
And like, the blogs are, when they post all the stuff about artists' lifestyle, it's crazy. And some people, it's mad to think that some people these days only subscribe to an artist because of the lifestyle they live in, not even because of their rapping stuff.
That's very true.
So if you only subscribe for the lifestyle, and I can't tell you how to listen to music, if you only subscribe for the lifestyle, then boy, I don't even blame you for that.
I mean, yeah,
you were never in it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's fake love, innit? If you're really only listening to a rapper because, like, oh yeah, I've heard he might have done this and I've heard he might have done that back in his day. It's like, all right, mate, come on.
Yeah, like, come on, like, it's not. That's not how it should be, innit? Well, I can't tell no one to listen to music, but that stuff's just backwards. I mean, you're never gonna like no artist then, because for example, certain girls, yeah, they might love off a Lil Durk, you know, because he's with India. They might, or he's in a long-term relationship. It's like, oh, look how he loves this girl. If Lil Durk cheats now, and it gets found out,
Yeah.
his following's going down. That's mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain people are only checking out artists because of the gal that they're linking, fam. It's not because, oh yeah, he's a dope singer or whatever, or a dope rapper. It's because, his relationship. So I'm saying social media, I feel like has a big part to play in the cancel culture, for sure. Because
100%.
there's a lot of artists with allegations. For example, I drove for the big man, Michael Jackson. Like, for me, legendary, whatever, but he had a lot of allegations. But I feel like because social media wasn't there to discuss the rights and wrongs of it, people kind of, I don't know if they're true, but no one really cancelled him, I don't think, because he's still viewed. I don't think his name is just tarnished. I don't think his name's tarnished.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you think anyone can get so big that they're essentially uncancelable, if that's a word, that they just can't be cancelled, that they're just untouchable?
I don't know, because we haven't had the biggest artist in the rap artist, for example. I'll say is a Drake, innit? And I just don't think Drake can get cancelled. Like,
I don't think
he's given us summer bangers. It sounds, it doesn't matter how serious allegations it could be, unless he's doing something like pure crassiness. But he's given so much projects and bangers. People are gonna go listen to what they listen to. You know what I'm saying? It might be someone's 5 a day to run a quick nothing was the same, or run a quick take care. And you're telling me because of one little allegation, well, not one little, but one allegation, it's gonna stop? Like, I just don't think that's gonna happen. What I'm saying.
Exactly. I mean, it might be me because maybe us being different because maybe we're just like music, other people. I don't know, but it is always just weird when you see people that, you know, I'm not listening to this artist anymore because this, that, and the other. You got, you know, this charge, that charge.
But it wasn't really like that before, because, you know, when I was young, when Chris Brown obviously hit Rihanna, innit?
Yeah.
I don't know why, man just stuck by Chris Brown, innit? Like, not condoning nothing that went down, but I don't know, man. Man just love Chris Brown's music. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that could drive me away from that.
Yeah.
But me as a music man, as I said, I don't really care as for the politics. Like, I don't really care about that, like that. But yeah, I just don't care. Like, it's what's going in my ears is not affecting the outside. But what I do say, I contradict myself a little bit because of the R. Kelly thing now. Like, obviously, I grew up with R. Kelly and that, like, around the house, not around the house, but like, it played. No, I'm saying, like, I grew up with R. Kelly, like, played in the yard, on the way to school or whatever. And it's like, I can't just get them memories out of my. That's my but you know, that's in me. Like, I can't. That's part of some serious points in my life. But I did discipline myself. I said I'm not listening to no music that is like a sexual nature from him.
Yeah,
so I listen to
songs
like Happy People, Step in the Name of Love, the vibey tunes, innit? Man ain't listening to Your Body's Calling or Bump and Grind and I'm not doing that. That's a bit, because it's a do with paedophilia and that's just a whole another next thing. That's crazy. I can't, for them things like that.
Because like, I do understand, because certain times, like, once an artist has been accused of a certain thing and you go back to their catalogue and listen, a lot of times it puts some of their music into perspective and you're just like, rah, maybe I can't listen to certain songs by you anymore, but I can't deny that, you're a cold rapper, you're a cold artist, you've made some great songs in your time, innit? Whatever despicable thing you might have done. Like, fam, I don't know. I mean,
we were young when R. Kelly done his thing, but there's some people that were raving to R. Kelly now. Yeah. That's a whole nother connection now. You might, you know what I'm saying, without being all the vulgarities, but a lot of men might have got lucky to R. Kelly. So it's like, for them, it's like, nah, like, what? Okay, I'm like, he's up, but yeah, they can separate because they've had too much core memories to R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? But same with me, but man, more innocent. I'm just driving around the car, man, playing it, or like in the yard, or whatever, family gatherings, but it's different. So but again, he's had so much bangers, they're not going away like that. But the people that I think will click to cancel him, obviously I cancel this is really, I barely play R. Kelly, but apart from the motivational stuff, but the people that did cancel him was like the people that would find it easy. I think a lot of time they didn't really listen to him, like, when from back then anyways, like, they just saw it for what it is, as they should do. They saw it for what it is and said, this guy's a weirdo, like, cancel him, innit? And then we move on to someone like 6ix9ine, for example.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think what he did the fact that he snitched and the fact that, whatever, all the drama surrounding what he did, I think that the issue with that is it contradicted everything that he spoke about in his music. And he spoke about, oh yeah, I'm a killer too, and, shooting people at chicken shops and all sorts of nonsense. But then that's the problem that a lot of people had. That's why people were happy to cancel him and not cancel other people, because
I think he's easy to cancel as well.
He is, yeah. I mean, he's very easy to dislike. It's easy to cancel some people rather than others, of course. But like I said, I think the reason why people were just like, yeah, I think we can get rid of 6ix9ine, I think we can stop talking about him, is because he completely contradicted himself in his music, and people lose respect for someone like that.
My thing is, see, I'm not a street person, innit? So the snitching thing, we'll go into that later, but my heart wasn't broken by the snitching thing that some other people. My thing is, I didn't like him in the first place. I like one tune, Gummo, innit? And then I like one tune before my friend John, he gets on to me, oh, you like one song of him though? I'm like, nah, okay, that's the only song man likes though. But I like Gummo, innit? And I thought, cool, whatever. But he's not that kind of music. That shouting in my ears, I can't listen to that day to day. If you listen to that day to day, you're a madman, fam.
You got some mad energy.
Yeah, you got mad energy. But when I see him go through what he's going through, he's on. This is before he went in jail. I'm talking about. So he's just hyping, going to O Block. This guy's a madman. But the music's not really adding up. I could ignore that. I could ignore a lot of drama. If your music's good, but his music wasn't good.
Yeah.
But that other stuff made me not like him. I get him away anyway. I don't like him. I don't like his music. Calm. I'll forget about him. Then obviously he went in jail. Heard he's snitching. Everyone was burning. I can't listen to no snitch. And the thing is, I'm not a street person, so I can't really go hard for that mantra like that. I hear what they're saying, but I didn't cancel him because of that.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't
cancel him.
I think that's that's the wrong reason. If you're cancelling him because he's a snitch, but come on, I don't think that's the right reason, unless you're a real street guy and you're about them principles and you've grown up with them principles. Cool.
But I don't think that's the it is a big reason though. It's a big thing that you snitch. Cause I'll be real. Some of my favorite artists snitch. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I think maybe his off court stuff made me not like him anyway. So with cancelling, as we're discussing, there's a lot of inconsistencies, isn't it, in the cancelling culture, because people just...
There's definitely a lot of inconsistencies.
It depends on the person. If it's mad. So,
there's a lot of things that go into it. That's what I will say in it. And I think race definitely does play a big part in it. I think a massive part, because, see, Charlie Sloth, there's... for those of you out there that don't know, there's a documentary called Tower Block Dreams. Search it up. It's basically about Charlie Sloth and his come up as, when he was younger in it. And it's a documentary that the BBC, because obviously he works for the BBC in it. He worked for the BBC. It's what the BBC have tried very, very hard to sort of delete and get off of the internet, because it's quite funny in it. The documentary, it shows him bunning spliffs and he's out telling people, yeah, take my number if you need bud and this, that. But what's interesting is the BBC, that's something that people could get outraged about. That's something that the Daily Mail would write something about. If Stormzy done something like that, they'd be like, oh, grime rapper Stormzy,
Mate, you know how that goes, man.
Yeah, man, but it's the fact that BBC have tried so hard to cover it up, and I don't know, man. I think race definitely does have a big part.
He's made them a lot of money in their eyes, so it's let's do it, and it's affecting their pockets if they cancel him. So,
yeah, I mean, I think if...
It's not right, but we know what it is.
If you have a higher purpose, within the music industry, I think the music industry will do almost anything they can to stop you from getting cancelled. I will say that. If Drake comes out tomorrow and something mad happens surrounding his name or something mad, they will do all they can to try and cover it up, because, he's the big cash cow.
Big cash cow. Big cash cow.
Yeah,
they'll try cover up but... Boy, we're getting into Wiley territory here, boy.
Yeah.
But no, I hear what you're saying, though. But yeah, you're right still. But who else has been cancelled though? I think. Well, I'd say cancelled, quote unquote.
We'll say Guns N' Roses.
Who's that?
Guns N' Roses. That's old band, isn't it? That's
what happened with them?
Well, obviously it's an old time. These guys are old American white guys. This is obviously they had a song. I don't know what the song's called, but they had some racist lyrics. Well, what's interesting
70s,
is people...
yeah?
80s, yeah, some around them times, innit? But
Yeah.
what's interesting is people forget about that, and people.
But I
People
said there's
love
no
that.
social media to discuss right and wrong from back then.
That's
See,
true.
back then, the beauty of social media is that if someone does something mad, they're not getting away with that.
Yeah.
People might forget after a week, but that's getting discussed though. Like, it might not.
It's getting brought back.
It's getting brought back every now and then. Like,
Yeah.
don't forget this happened on Twitter. 5,000 retweets. Bam, you're a sensation again.
Yeah,
You know
trust
what I'm
me.
saying? So that's the beauty of it, is that people just get discussed like right and wrong. We've seen it with other social issues without not even music related.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the good thing. So when things are in the 80s, 60s, 70s, it's like
Yeah,
people
they-
that are trying to cancel that because, for example, Tupac got convicted of rape. I don't, whether he done it or not, I'm not no lawyer in it. I'm saying, but it's like, but if that happened in social media times, what would the outcome have been? You know what I'm saying? People stood by him because I think they saw in his, and that's the beauty of it, because Tupac's music, how he spoke about women and stuff, it didn't match up with the rape stuff. So it was like, people looked at his music and think that's not what he stands for.
Yeah.
It must be a lie kind of thing. And I'm not gonna say, I don't know. Well, what I've seen in the video, it looks like it was a false. In the video, in the movie, it looked like it was a false situation. But I think with Tupac, they looked through his music and found the answer in there.
Yeah.
So if that's the how they found it, then fair play in it. Because it looked like he got set up or something. I don't know. Have you watched the movie?
No.
Yeah, in the movie, it looked like the girls set him up and that. But I don't know in it. But yeah, then you got who else is there? I think with drill rappers, you see when they obviously they rapping about chinging, everyone loves it, and then when they kill someone now, it's like
Yeah.
this murderer.
Yeah.
this, that.
Exactly.
I'm like, well, guys,
You're
hello.
paying him to talk about that. You're paying him to live
you're
that life.
consuming it stuff. So don't play with nothing. Obviously, get yourself in jail if you murdered someone, but it's like, don't be surprised when that. Don't switch your energy now when it actually happens, because you're expecting gangster stuff until gangster stuff happens.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's like, it's a bit of a contradiction. You gotta take, if you're listening to that as someone, it's like, you kind of gotta not take everything that comes with it. I don't know, for a better expression, but it's like, you can't get surprised. Like, you gotta expect certain things. Like, if I'm listening to a drill artist, it sounds mad. That's like rapping about the craziest stuff. I don't be surprised if he goes to jail. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but I don't want you to go to jail because I obviously want you to prosper in the music scene. But that's how it goes, isn't it? Like, sometimes, and it's like, you shouldn't get too surprised, and you shouldn't be too add human morals into it now. When they were rapping about I'm smoking on this, that, the other, but you're like, no, but he was wrong for that though. But you're singing about how he's gonna smoke on this, that, the other, another one's son. You know what I'm saying? That's like, yeah, man, it's mad contradictory still. Mad. And also, back to the lifestyle thing, guys are just too focused on people's lives in general. Like, I'm thinking, for example, young boy. Oh, I don't like young boy. Look how much kids he's got. What?
Yeah,
What are you
like
talking about? Like, I don't care what my man's breeding up. I don't care. Like, I don't care about that kind of stuff. Like, I don't care. Like, it's mad still.
yeah, man. Like people say, oh, Future, like
Yeah, that's another one.
Future, he's misogynistic. Okay, like I understand your frustration, I really do, but like, fam,
No, it's not such a, he doesn't pay his baby mums.
yeah, he doesn't pay
What's
his
that
baby
got
mums.
to do
He's-
with what's going on in my ears? What's that got to
Like,
do
this
with
is
it?
nothing but music. We're talking about nothing
But
but music.
music.
Like we're not here to talk about how many baby mums and how much he's paid who and all this drama. No, it's about his catalogue as an artist. It's about what he's put out.
Kanye. Big one.
Yeah, man. Like
Kanye.
people,
You can call him crazy, whatever. You cannot deny the man's musical prowess, fam. You can't
and
deny
this is what I
that.
don't get. People that were fans of Kanye West before all this happened are now saying, "Oh, I'm not going to listen to Kanye anymore. I'm not going to listen to him. Oh, he's a Trump supporter. He's a schizophrenic. He's bipolar. He's this. He's that." Allow it.
It's true. It's true. Because we were all cutting up to Gold Digger back in the day. We were all cutting up to all these baggers. Like, I was into Kanye West yesterday. All Falls Down and them songs there. The guys cemented. Please allow it. When
Yeah,
it
I mean,
comes to Kanye.
like, come on. I mean, yeah, cancel him for a real crime. Cancel him for something cancelable, but don't cancel him for his political views. Don't say, "Oh, he's a shit rapper. I'm not." Turn it off. Turn the shit off. It's not, bro. Don't turn the shit off, innit? Don't turn it off just because his political views differ from yours.
Yeah, and also, where was that? But yeah, no, it's true. The political views thing's true, and you gotta think about it as this: when he goes now, God forbid if he ever go passes, he's a legend. We didn't give him his flowers. And that's what happens. You don't give guys their flowers. That's another thing. People don't get their flowers while they're here because you're too busy cussing them. And that's what social media is doing. You're too busy. And that's the beauty earlier. The curse of it is you're too judging people. Like, you're cussing them for this, that, the other, and that, the other. When they go, oh, he's a legend. Oh, he was this. Thing is, me, that's what Nothing But Music is about. If you didn't know that, we give artists their flowers, innit? Like, we don't, like, that's the whole, like, we give artists the credit they deserve because there's no shame in that. There's no shame in saying to someone, man, like, bro, call it for what it is. If my man's making legendary moves, I say it's a legendary move. You know what I'm saying? Things like Stormzy, for example, you're cussing him for the Maya situation. I don't care about that. What's my man done for the UK scene? But my man's a legend in the UK scene. That's it, innit? Like, whether you listen to him or not, the moves man's made for the scene is crazy. And I think when it's all said and done, you'll look back and be like, rah. You know what I'm saying? All this time I was cussing my man, and look what my man's been doing for the scene.
All this time I said I wasn't going to bump his music anymore because he's a cheater and he's this or that. I don't care, mate.
Man shouldn't even be caring about another man cheating and whatever man goes. That's a fugazi stuff. But
yeah, like you see, a lot of blog pages are focused entirely on that, like Stormzy caught cheating.
That's what we're here for, man. You know what I'm saying? We that cross stuff. Man. We're here for the music. No more, no messiness, no nothing. That's what it is. Nothing about music. But yeah, man, I think we spent enough on this topic here.
Yeah, man. You asked me a question the other day.
Yeah.
You said, what are the 3 albums that you can't live without?
Oh, cool.
And that's another question that you can't immediately answer.
You know what we're gonna do, yeah? I'll say my one, you say one, I'll say my 2, you say 2, and I'll say and like that. So I'll say, you run it. What are you saying though?
Yeah, for that one? I'm gonna say Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers by obviously Wu-Tang Clan, innit?
Wu-Tang Clan. What are you saying? So why is that so important for you?
That the significance of that album, I mean, man, like, that is, I'd say, the album that got me into loving hip-hop, because there was a period where I was listening to rap heavy when I was younger, and then I went off of it. I can't remember what period it was. I think it was maybe 2012, I'd say. I went off of it for a while because, I don't know, it's just, I lost that appeal for it, and I went back and I revisited Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers, and that album, like, it emphasized and it highlighted to me everything that I loved about rap again in it. And like I said, this was one of the first albums that I've ever listened to, and the replay value is insane. Like, I still bang this.
Insane, yeah. Wu-Tang, where do you think, like, in terms of New York rap, like, how do you rank them, like, highly? Or
I would say highly, but that's just, I mean, it's peaking it. They've had quite a messy career, and some of their music, I mean, this album was definitely undoubtedly their best.
You think so?
Their best album, yeah.
What year was it released? Do you know? Let me just Google.
Early 90s. I want to say early 90s.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. Don't quote me on that one, innit? But,
what's that? Because you know it is. I'm not educated in the Wu-Tang Clan. So what's like what makes them Wu-Tang? Do you think?
Well, it's basically they're one of the first
91.
Like real big groups, like one of the big mega groups of rap in it. They were one of the biggest to do it out of New York. They had so many members. Like, I don't know how many members of Wu-Tang Clan there are. Like, no one can name every single one because there are so many. Like, there's a bag of members, man. And yeah, no, in terms of where I'd place them on the New York rankings, I don't know, man. Their other bodies of work didn't hit nearly as hard as this album did.
Wait, Wu-Tang fangs. H got a message for you, man.
Yeah, man. No, be real. And I think a lot of them would agree with me. Because due to many issues that they had in their own, because it's such a big group and there's, say, 10 different personalities.
Yeah.
There's 10 different mad things going on, and bro, like, I think that was one of the things that led to their downfall in it. And
okay, it's true, you know. Yeah, that's a good point. Managing that big numbers, it's great in the beginning, but as you keep progressing, you know, everyone's as good as the.
Yeah, man. It's 10 very, very strong, like, or however many very strong personalities all together, and a lot of times that can go well. A lot of times that can go not so well, and people collide and clash with each other. Personalities clash, and a lot of groups do end up breaking down. A lot of groups do end up making it through and making it stronger. But Yeah, a lot of groups do end up dying.
Okay, I'm gonna say my one. Yeah, J. Cole, 2014 Forest Hill Drive. I can't live without that. I can't live without that one there. No,
That's a great album, bruv. I'll be real. But why would you say you can't live without it?
you know why? Because when I first heard it, I was young, and I liked how it sounds. As I'm older now, and obviously as you touched on last episode, the reflection of music and stuff like that, like that stuff is just is giving me like advice for how to live my life as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's giving me so much stuff that, that makes sense. There's a song in there called "Love Yours," and I need to hear that song. So then, I can't live without that tune. There, "Love Yours." Like it's this social media era. You're never going to be happy. The simple message that you're never going to be happy until you love yours. Like a lot of guys and girls need to hear that. Growing up in the social media era, you're not going to be all this constant comparison. You're never going to be happy. And even like those kind of songs, they play at night time, boy, you know what that's doing to your brain.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, them ones.
And then it's like even with songs like "No Role Models," so "Don't Save Her," "She Don't Wanna Be Saved," like that one there is timeless, you know what I'm saying? Man. And then I go into the other 03 Adolescence, where he's talking about how his friend who's doing well, like he's trapping, he's doing well in the trap thing in it. I don't know if he can be doing well, but he's doing his thing in his trapping. And then J. Cole's like, "Put me on," and he was like, What do you mean put me on? What do you mean put me on? Like, how are you saying put me on when you're the one in uni, you're the one doing things. I'm trying to be like you. Don't try to be like that. Me, I've got no future. You got a future. And that's mad. Like, you know, like it's mad, like to think. So it's a message to like any person going doing the legit route, making it slow and doing the slow route and doing the marathon way. It's message saying, yeah, stay in your grind kind of thing. Yeah. Don't watch what anyone else is doing. Like, don't look at someone doing fast money and think that's all it is. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of problems that come with it. And that's just like, the fact that I can draw all of that from that song, you just know like the song's got depth, man.
Yeah, man. That's a very important message a lot of people need to hear.
Very important. And it's like from that last decade that just passed, that's my favourite album. Do you know what I'm saying? Favourite album.
Because, man, I'll be real, like, going to uni is not glamorous. Like, I'm sitting here thinking about my boys who are doing their thing and thinking, raw, like, these man, they're doing their thing in it. They're going out, they're spending this and they're doing all sorts. But then I sit back and think, fucking hell, I might be the one that's broke, but I'm really doing it.
Yeah, stay. As long as you got a purpose, that's it, really. And you just got to stay in your lane, man. And it's like, that kind of message that we put on all through adolescence is just what keeps man just straight and narrow. Forget all the distractions, man. That's what it is. And it's like, that's why I put the podcast, my blog page, and that it keeps me going like that. What's the other tunes on there? I mean, me bigging up. I don't even know the rest of the tunes on there, fam. Obviously, you got Wet Dreams, banger.
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah, man. What else you got?
What else I got?
No, I'm saying on the album, fam.
On the album.
Man's more bigger than the album. I can't even give an example of what's good at it. Hey, nah. Apparently, even how that was just a masterpiece. It's just the production is just woof. You know what I'm saying? Like, the production, like I'm saying, like, there's and no features as well. No features, platinum with no features. I'm sounding like a typical J. Cole style. Platinum with no features.
That's the bar they love bringing out, innit? But fam,
that bar, it's real though.
Nah, 100%.
Yeah, but what are you saying? What's your second album that you're going with?
I was saying Nevermind by Nirvana.
The rock band, yeah.
Yeah, Grunge Relentless. Yeah.
See, yeah, I'm not too sure about rock, so maybe you can educate me. What's important about that album to you?
Well, once again, innit, that's one of the first albums that got me into music. Like, I was listening to that when I was so young, and my sister put me onto that, and put me onto, like, I'd say music in general, innit, but, like, fam, that album, the songs on there, like, without going into too much detail into my own life, innit, like, I feel like the music from that album was key and was very important in me getting through certain things in my own life, innit? And I feel like that is an album.
What was important about it? Because me from an outsider, I'll just see it as rock as, what's rock, man? Man, I just shouting on the track, but like, what is it about that can make you connect? Like, what is it within the music that makes you connect?
Subject matter, innit? It's just, basically, it's I'd say you got to be in the right mental context. You got to be in the right mindset to take in that kind of music and then taking, because if you're a person that's always happy, you're gonna find it very difficult to relate to music that's talking about the lows. If you're someone that's, you know, always going through the lows and it's just down bad, you're gonna find it very difficult to relate to music that's really upbeat, and you get it. So like I feel like you have to be in the right context to really feel that kind of music. But man, like the raw lyrics and the, like, you can just hear the feeling in his voice. You can hear what he's trying to say in his voice. Yeah, Kurt Cobain. Yeah. And yeah, man, I feel like Nirvana worked great together as a band. Like, and that album.
Yeah, I hear a lot of legends. Did they make any other albums?
They made a bunch of albums. Yeah. I mean, they were quite successful in like the career that they did have in it. But I guess that was, I don't know, was that ever really the goal of Kurt Cobain, to become a really successful music artist? I don't know. I mean, that's a debate that Nirvana fans love to have and have been having for years. Yeah,
no, defo. How do they rank? Like, are they the same as Linkin Park or?
No. So Linkin Park is further ahead in the time scale, and Linkin Park's like, I'd say post 2000 onwards, isn't it?
And where's Nirvana? 90s?
Nirvana's like 90s, sort of that period, and Kurt Cobain died in like in the mid 90s. But yeah, no, Linkin Park's more just kind of experimental like music, and they done some hip hop stuff, they done a couple rock things, couple electronic, like they're very experimental kind of rock. But Nirvana grunge in it, I'd say that's Nirvana grunge, and that's the very particular sound of that part of America in that time period.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. Shoot, what's another album?
My second album of choice, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That's my one, innit? Like, just food for the soul, innit? Like,
yeah, man.
Me, like, listening to that, it's just like, it just keeps me grounded to my roots. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's very ahead of its time, I'd say. And it makes me just, it just makes me love music. I love music anyway, but that makes you realize why I love music. It's the simple how she can sing, rap, and she's doing. See, I mentioned J. Cole before. I see a lot of influence of her onto many artists like J. Cole.
Yeah.
Many artists like,
but even down to the samples that these artists are using in their tracks, it's all like you hear Lauryn Hill, and it's like raw, like
because every song that she's doing. So she's making a love song. She's gonna tell you the foundations of love, like the breakups from songs like Superstar or songs like X Factor. She's talking about that, the breakup. Like, it's proper. The instrumentals on there, timeless. Like, it's just timeless music. I hear that out where I work, without being where I work. I hear that thing every day on the radio, and I can still rinse it on my phone. I don't get tired of that tune.
Yeah.
Like, it's just constant vibes, consciousness as well. Like, the lyrics that she talks on, yeah, man. And you need, it reminds me, because obviously in mainstream female rap now, I don't really hear a lot of Lauryn. I don't think there's been anyone better than her since she's come out. I don't think anyone's come close to that album in the female rap scene. I think there's some good ones. I think the ones that are influenced by Lauryn Hill, they're under the radar, because there's plenty. You don't get twisted. In the UK, there's plenty, but it's just that they're not in the limelight. Right now, the limelight of female rap is, I shake my bum, and I got a mad body, and I finesse enough, man. Like, whereas Lauryn Hill, like, when she's breaking it down, it's like, damn, yeah, man, proper.
Yeah, man, it's very conscious rap and very like. Brothers, that's good music, innit? I'm not trying to hear the kind of nonsense that's coming out nowadays. I don't want to hear it. Oh
yeah, man. It's I don't even. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because everyone around me, like my female friends, like, oh, you're harsh on female rap. I'm like, bro, man's listening to Lauryn Hill. Like, man's gonna listen to Lauryn Hill. You can't just show me that, and then this is what I'm listening to. Impossible.
Yeah, and you hear a Saweetie, and it's just like, okay, that doesn't.
Nowhere near. Like, I'm obviously, but I don't mind them being there, innit? The female, I don't mind. They gotta have diversity at the end of the day. But please, just add a conscious rapper in the mix of that limelight as well. I don't mind, like, But maybe that's the industry's fault. It's not their fault because there's so much. There's so in a women rap game. There's like such little diversity.
Yeah,
It's crazy. But
I feel like a lot of times, like they have to use their bodies and they have to use their sexuality and their, you know, they have to use that as a selling point.
man, Lauryn Hill wasn't on that,
No,
and that's what. It just man, proper stuff, man, proper stuff, and she can rap as well, proper stuff. But yeah, man, what's your third choice, though, man?
this is a difficult one, but I would have to say the Carter 3 by Lil Wayne.
Ooh,
Like Lil Wayne is like, that's been my goat since day one, innit?
We
Like,
need to put some respect on that guy as well.
yeah, 100%. And it's like you said with the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Like, that's when you listen to that, you can hear the trickle down effect. You can hear the influence that has had on rap. It's like a big umbrella, and you think of, say, okay, think of this umbrella as the Carter 3 on top, and then just you can think of Playboi Carti's album, you know, falling as a little raindrop falling off of that umbrella. You can think of a bunch of, I can't even sit here and name all the artists.
Let's put in the track list now.
Yeah, man. I mean, the track list, like She Will, is that Carter? No, that's Carter 4. A Milli, big banger. A Milli, big banger.
Lil Wayne, yeah. He's what I don't like, yeah. In the early 2010s era, Lil Wayne was made a meme too much times, innit? I remember them times, every minute Lil Wayne, like, just mocking it.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, this whole, I'd say Thug is one of the most influential guys of our generation. Lil Wayne influenced Thug. That's Lil Wayne's child.
Yeah, man. It's Wayne, crazy.
You
like,
can hear him so much, like just to the whole notion of being yourself. Lil Wayne, man.
Yeah, like the tune Lollipop. I mean, that's a tune that still rings off to this day. That is such a banger, and
he pushes the boundary. He pushed a lot of boundaries.
Yeah, like he was. I'd say he really did influence Young Thug in the way of using your voice as the instrument, and I feel like he
Carti's big on that. Carti's big on that.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, where do you think he got that from? I think he got that from Lil Wayne. A massive, even down to his style, like the way he dresses and that. Like, Lil Wayne has influenced like an entire generation and beyond. And yeah, that's why I'd say
because being yourself is a timeless message, man.
Yeah.
So anyone that's comfortable, like man, I'm wearing dresses now, man, I'm doing their different things, and it's them, it's their little lane. I ain't dissing, it's their little lane in it, but Lil Wayne put the thing for that lane, man.
100%.
And it's mad that I respect Lil Wayne highly because it's a bit off topic, but when he signed Drake and Nicki, he took a step back. And I think that was like, he released a Carter 3. Oh wait, I don't know if he released anything. Yeah, I'm even mad. Of course he did, but I'm saying back when it hit like 2011, you remember he kind of sat back.
Yeah. He had his own legal issues in it with.
Yeah, he had legal issues, but he did. I feel like he did sit back because he was on the features every now and then. Because a lot of guys are signing artists now, and you're just like, and you're signing them in their mode. You're signing the artists when you're still popping, like, so you're just looking at as like, oh yeah, that's just my man's artist there. That's just my man's artist, bro. It's like Lil Wayne, Drake and Nicki Minaj. I give you to the world, Drake and Nicki Minaj. Same with Gucci Mane. He just signs Pooh Shiesty and them and there. Yeah, I'm pushing you forward. But sorry, innit? Just go you.
Fam, like it's important. That's why a lot of you listen to a lot of interviews. A lot of artists that have signed to other artists say they don't like doing that because they don't want to be under the shadow of another artist, innit? They don't want to be that guy's artist.
That's what I see bare now. It's good artists. Bare, like Polo G. Why are you signing an artist?
Yeah, I think it's way too early.
Way too early.
Yeah.
Like, yo, why are you signing an artist? Like, it's mad. But yeah, my third, I'm gonna bring it a bit more recent. NBA Youngboy, AI Youngboy 2.
Hard album.
Yeah, man. That's his best album to this day. But yeah, man. The reason why I love that one so much is because you get to see Youngboy from all angles, and it's like every song, like pop minus like 2, I'd say, like he shouldn't miss. And the fact that I think it was his album where he just went holiday for a long time, came back out, dropped that highest selling album until his album last year, but his highest selling album at the time, and it was just too raw. Even though he's always been raw, but I feel like that's his most polished work, and it was the songs like it was doing sounds that I hadn't heard him do before. That's why I think it's up there For example, like songs like Carter's Son, I ain't heard one song like that before. Rebels Kick It, Wherever Love At, like old school. Like he wasn't afraid to dip out into his old school Southern heritage. That's why I love Southern music, because they just don't. Then they have a bit of heritage in there. You get what I'm saying? So, whereas a man from New York, they're good, but it's their beats are just club beats more time, or like whatever beats they go over them. But it's like with Southern, it's like you can hear the man's moving, I don't even know the tune, but the horns and that from the church horns, and you can hear it, like it's just raw. But so yeah, man, AI Youngboy 2, that's me still. That's me. I listen to that. That's for me. That's a Youngboy classic.
What's your favorite track on that album?
Boy, either Carter's Son or Wherever Love At.
Yeah, Where the Love At is, that's a
special, innit? Family barbecue vibes there. Anyone that's listening, run Where the Love At, man. Like,
100%, man. That's one of them ones. Like today. I mean, okay. By the time you guys are going to be listening to it, it's going to be Sunday. I don't know what the weather's going to be saying in it, but right now, at the time of recording this, it's nice and sunny in it, and this is the kind of vibe you want to listen to that tune to.
Exactly. It's just a nice vibe, and I didn't expect Youngboy to be on that vibe so comfortably. But again, it's a Southern heritage. He has it in his locker. If he wants to bring it out, he wants to bring it out. And songs like Lonely Child, raw, like he's just basically just playing on the beat. I'm like, damn. And yeah, man, that album, that's me still. That's my album, man. Like, but yeah, man, that's our 3 albums wrapped up.
I would let me ask you, what would you say is one of your honorable mentions? And this could be a mixtape, this could be an album. Just what is one honorable mention?
Honorable mention, yeah. If it was a mixtape, I'm just gonna 9G to death. Like, I'm just gonna love mixtapes and that. That's not to fly back to the UK, you know, cause Nines.
Yeah.
The guy just got mixed like street classics. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why everyone's like, oh, Nines got number 1. That's mad. There's a reason why he got number 1, because my man got a catalogue consisting over 10 years. Please don't vouch him. Don't at my goat. Like, just see what I'm saying. Like, allow me. Like, Nines, those mixtapes. But to pick one, to make it easy for myself, See Out to Hollywood, the first one.
That's an old one, but yeah, that's a
man. Yeah, man. You don't make them mixtapes twice. You don't do that again, man. They're proper. But all of them cold, man. All of them. But yeah, or maybe a Meek thing. Probably Dreams and Nightmares and that. But yeah, man. What about you though?
I'd say either Institution by Kodak.
Ooh, I like that one.
That's I mean, if
I'm missing you, yeah, bro, he done his thing on that one still.
I mean, if you're ever down bad, if you're ever feeling anything, that like Kodak Black will make sure to, fam. I mean, bro,
just song on Boss My Life Up.
On that, yeah,
bro,
banger, and what Wake and Bake, banger, and even some of the more like emotional ones, not the ton up kind of, you know, like with the Wake and Bake, like even the more chill kind of, more feeling.
I like Institution, that song Institution. I love that tune.
Yeah,
like just simple guitar and that. But Kodak, I thought it said that Project Baby if you're going to Kodak and that.
I mean, them projects were hard as well, but the reason I'd say Institution is because this is one of the earlier ones in it. So this is 2015, and like I think he was young at this time. I'd say 18, 19 probably when he released this, and you can tell he's been through so much. Like at the age of at the young age of 19, to be writing lyrics like that and to be pouring his heart out on some of these tracks, like I Miss You, If You Ain't Riding, In Too Deep. Come on, like, bruv. Nah, definitely give this one a listen. Definitely.
And then what are you saying? Oh, so we're done with that, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the 3. Message us if you want us to do any more of that top 3 stuff anyway in the future if you find this interesting. But what are you saying though? What new music you been feeling though, man? Just to round it off.
Well, this is touching back to that. This is for the Canadian listeners. This is Skiffle and Knox Ting Ton Up Part 2.
Yeah, H Boss me on that tune still hard.
Yeah, man. And my boy JK in it. He put me onto that tune, and hard. Like I think Canada and the UK is always such a great pairing, and they work so well together on a track because our cultures just intertwine and mix so well. I think, yeah, man, I've had that one on repeat for a while, and if you do that one up, you'll know why.
Skiffle Ting Ton Up. What I'm listening to, Moneybagg Yo just dropped his tape, innit? And I was listening to that literally.
Yeah, I saw you were feeling that.
Hard, still hard. Like,
yeah, man.
My man. Because I'll be real, I wasn't really a Moneybagg Yo fan. I'll be real. But this year, like, I've taken him in. And it's like, yeah, he's hard, man. The Memphis. That's me right now. I'm in Memphis. I'm not in London. I'm in Memphis right now. But they got some artists. Big Scar, Pooh Shiesty, Moneybagg Yo, Young Dolph. All just dropping heat. Cause they got some raw sound, make you like feel like you're just. Cause it's like it's street music, yeah, but it's laid back because it's Memphis. They all like had that laid back approach, like you're sitting in a porch with a gun in your hand, but you're just baking off with the oldest them. You know what I'm saying? But in the UK now, who am I feeling in the UK though? Rotted. In Central C, I'm still listening to that I said last week, and I'm still on the similar same guys really. Like Central C's thing was hard. What are you saying for the Body remix though? Quickly.
I'm not gonna lie, like. I haven't listened to the remix, but I'm not a fan of Russ and Tion Wayne. Like, I think it's just it's that commercial radio drill, not radio, but just, that commercial kind of clubby drill. I'm digging I like Russ's things still. I don't know. I feel like this is a topic that we're definitely gonna delve into at a future episode. Does TikTok ruin songs?
Yeah, we gotta get
that
into
is
that.
definitely a topic we're gonna sink our teeth into.
That's next week, fam.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why I'd say I can't really listen to Russ and even Central C and a lot of artists, man. Like their music, I just can't hear it anymore because
it depends on your access point. If your access point is TikTok, then you will hate that kind of songs. But luckily, I don't have TikTok, so I see it organically still.
I deleted it because I feel like as a music fan, I can't do that. Because a tune might be gas, but if I hear it on TikTok first, the chances are I'm gonna hate it.
No, I don't even take that stuff in, man. Not in TikTok. That's the thing. A lot of that beatbox song.
Yeah.
I swear on everything. Yeah, that I listened to that. I found that song organically.
Yeah.
Because because the songs got Pooh Shiesty on it, on the remixes. So I rock a Pooh. That's how I found out about it. And then my friend was like, "Oh, this TikTok song is baiting." I'm like, "What? No, this song's baiting on TikTok." I was like, "What do you mean? This song?
There's a whole dance to it.
This is some goon song, you know. It's not like this is a proper. This is Dre Cole music." So I'm hearing this. I'm like,
yeah, because he's got wicks and he's a
proper Floridian. You know what I'm saying? So then man's like, "Oh yeah, this song's a big TikTok song." I'm like, "What?" Yeah. Man, see this little John Bug dance, whatever. I'm like, right.
Yeah, a bunch of 14-year-old white girls
man felt old listening to that. And I'm not even old.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. What, is that us, yeah?
Yeah, man. Thank you for another episode. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
And, once again, thank you for the support on the last episode. The support's been tremendous. Like, that's a big word, isn't it? But the support's been tremendous. It's crazy to see all, where our podcast has reached in, just one episode. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Big up all the followers, man.
Big up man.
Everyone, man. Everyone, make sure you follow Blog by Benzo, one word, Benzo. And what you saying, man?
Yeah, follow Hussein.ma. I actually got it right this time. So follow me in it. And make sure you follow the page. Follow the page. Nothing but music pod. Allow the voice crack. Allow that, man. Definitely gonna have to edit that out. But yeah, thank you for listening.
Well, nice one.